Boxing, one of the oldest forms of hand-to-hand combat in the world, sometimes referred to as fisticuffs, knocking, and pugilism, which literally means fistfight, was popular in ancient Rome, especially as a spectator sport between gladiators. Over time, the leather wrappings used to protect a fighter's hands were replaced by studded gloves. Yeah, you heard me correctly, studded gloves. Unfortunately, this usually resulted in death for one of the fighters. Bet none of you out there knew that. Boxing is often called the manly art of self-defense. I know it as a martial art and an oh-so-sweet science. It was only a matter of time before we found ourselves here on Modern Combatives. With that being said, we might be accused of cheating a little bit, as the family we are doing this episode about has a hardcore martial arts background. Martial artists turned boxers. If you're from Western Mass, you know the family of which I speak of. If you're not, you're about to learn. But seriously, folks, this episode's definitely about boxing. I promise.
Tell us, how were you feeling about your finish tonight?
I think it was a great stoppage. I was just ready towards the end because I know it was like a fight that was going to last a couple rounds. So I was trying to get him in the later rounds, and it was a good finish. Better than what I expected.
Undefeated as a pro, 5-0 with 4 big wins by way of knockout. And coming to us from Holyoke, Massachusetts, please welcome Denzel.
Feeling good. First round I was taking a little easy, feel out my opponent, and second round I got warmed up, started landing the better shots. I felt good in there, having fun.
Konnichiwa! Welcome to the Marshall Mays Modern Combatives. I'm with my partner in crime, Barakula Shidoshi.
And I'm with my partner in crime, Israel Lopez Sensei.
So we're coming to you from Holyoke, Massachusetts. Now, Holyoke is known for many things.
Yeah, a lot of things. One of them is it's the home of volleyball.
The home of volleyball. We're spiking stuff today. Well, I just did like the pump. We're spiking stuff today. All right. Also, it is home to Whitley's Boxing Gym. This is the gym that we're outside of. We're going to get inside. Yeah. We're going to get it popping, right?
Yeah, we're going to get in there, learn a couple of things.
So let's see what they have to show us. And you're watching Modern Combatives. As we make our way inside, I find myself overjoyed a bit to be back. It's been a long time since I've been to this particular gym, pre-COVID, and every time I come to this part of Massachusetts, it's always like coming back home for me. So yeah, but I'm definitely not excited about climbing these darn steps. Upon entering, we were greeted by one of the brothers, Brent Whitley. Brent is a Taekwondo black belt and one of the boxing coaches here at the gym. As a former martial arts champion and a hardcore competitor, he knows what it takes to make a champion. Now, because of the loudness of the gym and the risk of producing some very poor audio here, I'm just going to narrate this part. We're thanking him for agreeing to be on the episode. We're talking a little bit about how the sweet science of boxing is included in combatives, and we're looking forward to seeing what they have for us today. And of course, I'm being me, losing my mind because I love boxing.
First of all, before we start doing anything, is we try to explain to everybody, you can't fight if you can't breathe. So the first thing we do is we train. You got to do an obstacle course.
Right.
Like this lady's going to do right here. We start off, her son's doing it right now, as a matter of fact. So what they do is they start off, they do like maybe 30, 40, 50 jumping jacks, and then jump rope. She's here right now. If you want to just follow along with her. When she finishes that, she'll do some runs back and forth, and then she'll do what her son's doing in the tire when the tire is through.
Right.
Then after the tires, they got another set. It's just all set up with a whole bunch of different things.
You got to set up in rounds.
Set up. You got to do 4 rounds of this. Oh boy, they can go into the
Right.
before they even learn the mitts, you know what I'm saying?
And make it look easy.
They gotta make it look easy, man. Some people walk in here, they come in here, they do a few, and they throw up.
Right.
It's all good, man. But
Right.
as long as they get up and keep coming back.
There
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? So the main thing is conditioning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good your hands are, feet are, or anything is, man. If you can't breathe,
Can't fight.
you can't fight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be somebody out there that can last a little bit.
Yep,
longer, you know?
yep.
So you gotta be able to have that in point.
You got to make sure you got that gas.
Here, there's a whole bunch of different things that we doing.
While strength training focuses on major muscle groups in your body, conditioning focuses on the 2 most important groups, your heart and your lungs. It's no good to be a boxer and run out of gas.
In and outs or whatever. Supposed to bend them knees a little bit, man. He's doing pretty good. He got some weight on him.
Yeah, got some weight on there.
And then they'll come back through, run 3 times with the tires. Take this bag, push it all the way down, push it back. 3 more runs.
All right.
After this, then we go to the other side here where you see my brothers are at right now.
All right.
We'll just walk over here a little bit. This is the side here where we put the actual boxing work in, you know what I'm saying? They learn what they're doing, they work their hands, they learn how to move.
1, 2,
They got professional fighters to train them. They both got over 50 fights apiece around the world, you know what I'm saying? I'm just a trainer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I work with them, we all work together here. Everybody in here right now are brand new fighters. Right. You know what I'm saying? And this man right here, he has a fight, an MMA fight, 18. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Comes up here to get the time together and get this fight coming out pretty soon. Alright, this is my man Ox right here. He has an MMA fight coming up on September 18th. He's coming up today. Let him tell his own story.
how's it going, everybody? My name is Cordero Crenshaw, but everybody calls me Ox. I have a fight coming up on September 18th at the Mass Mutual Center. I come up here with the Whitley brothers to work on my boxing and my hand skills. Basically, as an MMA fighter, it's important for me to go ahead and be sharp in my boxing and my hand skills because it's important for me to be master of my range and all my tools, especially when I'm going ahead and combating against everybody, all the skills that I bring to the board. Last year I had a hand injury where I was working with some MMA guys and I felt like they wasn't really teaching me the right technique. But since I've been able to come up here and work with the Whitley brothers and learn everything I learned, they're putting all the pieces together for me. So they make it really easy for everybody to go ahead and learn the skills and need to do and apply it out there in the ring. So I always put much blessings and appreciation to these brothers over here.
So, real quick, what are some of the benefits that you can get from boxing? How does boxing translate to the street? Because I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna get questioned. Somebody's gonna say, "Yeah, but how's boxing modern combatives?" I mean, really?
All right, check it. In the street, what happens? People swing at you. Right?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
What do you do when somebody swings at you?
You either swing back or get out the way.
Yes, you move, right? That's what all fighting is, right? It's the art of dodging, blocking, and then countering. Just like boxing. Somebody throw a punch, you gotta let it move out the way. Strike. You know what I'm saying? If you have to. Sometimes you don't have to, but boxing in the street, it's what it is. It's street fighting with skill. That's all it is. Street fighting with skill. We learn how to street fight. We all born here to street fight. We learn how to street fight as we're growing up. You know what I'm saying? But then what happens is we come and we take some type of art and we put that and we use that as a tool to learn different things. So we move, we strike, and whatever we're gonna do. And so in the street, boxing becomes very easy in the street. It makes fighting easier. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can keep your cool. As long as you keep your cool. The most important thing we do in here is we have fun. You guys learn, people learn, but we have fun doing what we do.
So why does it look like you about to take my lunch, man? What's going on?
Listen, that's not my intention, but it happens. The reason why it's like that because we always want our guys to be focused, pay attention. Our job is to teach them the technique. Understand the technique before you can do the technique. So in order for me to sit there, I want to make sure they understand everything that I'm saying. So that means if I look like I'm intimidating them, I apologize. But the key is stay focused, use that jab, look sharp, slip and roll. I'll give you an example. They make mistakes and they make them pay. Jab that. 1-2 that. 1-2 hook that. Power that. Roll that. Move that. Now the key is this, is when we break it down to combinations, sometimes I want them to see in the zone and we'll say jab move, jab move. Now the point is flip that punch. Jab move, roll that. So the key is when you're throwing those combinations, the object is to get in and get out without being touched. Looking pretty. Jab that. Jab up that. Right that. Right roll that. Right roll under that. Now you step around. 1-2 that. Jab that. Now the key what we did that for, and when you're doing your punches, so the punch you slip it, you move them, you're giving them angles. So that way you're not going straight back and getting countered.
Notice he's always standing on the outside of the person. Whenever he throws somebody's coming, he's always moving to the outside of him because you're only using hands, and that way you're not going to be struck. You know what I'm saying? So we throw it again. Watch how he moves.
So if I say like this, move, power roll under, slip it, power hook it,
Stay to the back.
1-2 it, jab move turn. So at that point, we threw combinations. He rolled it, he stepped around him, gave him an angle, he hit him. 1-2 him. Now we gotta move him, turn him. That way you're not there. The job is to get in and get out without being hit. Sticking and moving. Alright? 1-2 that. Now if we say a counter punch is like he hits and we go swing at him, he blocks it, comes back, rolls it, right hook it, 1-2 it, jab. So 1-2 counter it, 2 it. Now we do the roll back, turn them, 2 them, 1-2 counter them, 2 them. That's speed right there. Bang them, up them, counter them, finish them, 2 them, power. See, that just shows you the more repetitions you do, the more focused you stay, the sharper you look. Then you notice how you said why we look so timid and angry. See, if he wasn't focused, then he could have got hit. So we always got to be on guard too at the same time, because sometimes you might get a guy that's new and they don't understand it, and then they throw a hook. We're always going to be aware at the same time. So as well as he's being aware, we as well got to be aware. And by us being aware, then they're going to be aware. So it's all a team. It's all one combination of everything. So
Tell them how you learn how to do this stuff as a kid, you know?
I'm going to give you an example. When we were little and we were younger and we learned the martial arts and we always wonder why we do things over and over and over again, become a repetition. Then we kept training. Then I said, you know what? I want to see what we learned can be effective. So when we said, can we get into some
some type of combat, some type of competition to see what we learned to be effective. So me and my brother, we got into the boxing. So we started training boxing, learn how to slip, learn how to roll. We also did the martial arts with my older brother, Mark. So now sometimes he'll put you on the spot and embarrass you, you know, and that's not a good feeling. You know, so sometimes you're sitting there, you think you got something down, or if he'll tell you, show me the dirty dozen. I know how to do it. Show me it. And then if you can't do it, you'd be like, why are you embarrassing me? Why are you putting me on the spot? This is why we do things over and over and over again until it becomes a way of life, becomes natural instinct. So that's one thing. And then once you learn the combinations, now you want to see what you learned is effective. So now we have somebody coming back at you, and you want to know if I'm slipping, if I'm rolling, if I'm turning. I tell you like this, I had a lot of good defense. A lot of my fights I could block a lot of punches, slip a lot of punches, because it's repetition. It become a natural instinct. I stick and I move, and then before you know it, I see the guy on the ground. You know, so that's how you gotta look at it. And now some of my fights have proved that too. You know, showing what we learned.
During the filming of this episode, we got to watch as a newbie or a beginner begin to start his journey in the world of boxing. It was nice to watch him start to learn how to put it all together.
Jab. Now give me two. Boom, boom. Do it again. Boom, boom. Jab. 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 Two jabs. Two jab right. Now, two jab right. As you relax, make everything. When you go jab, jab, right. Then we're going to sit, and then we're going to turn. Relax, man. Relax. Nice relax. Do it again. So you visualize it. Focus. Jab. Jab. Two jab. Two jab right. Then you're going to dip. Mind you, turn. Stay here. Just like that. Okay? So now this is turn. So then your hands here. Then you focus. Okay? Again, jab. Jab. Two jab. Two jab right. Two jab right dip. Bang, bang, right. Dip. Turn. Go. Hold it down. Nice and long. See it again, right? Jab. Jab. Right. There we go.
Shadow boxing. Now this is a great way to develop that good old-fashioned muscle memory. Footwork is extremely important, much like a stance is in martial arts. Boxing footwork helps a fighter maintain balance. It's also crucial in the ability to deliver effective punching combinations. It helps also improve accuracy when hitting.
Quick step. The thing is like this, everybody has basic combinations. You know, they have the jab, they have the hook, they have the uppercut, they have the overhand punch. So my thing is like this, so what we do is we call names so that people don't understand what we're talking about. Because every gym has the basic fundamentals. The jab, the hook, the right hand, the slip, the roll, the countering. So we give them combinations, but we give them by name. So if we say quick step, it'd be like 1-2, step over, right hand hook. They know that. If we say finish them, it'd be 1-2, body, head, right, roll, turn them. But other people are like, what's that? If we say car wash, we're like, what the hell's a car wash? Car wash is this: 1-2, feint back, right hook. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh shit. So people don't know. So they're like, what the hell they call it? But that's the thing. Some people use numbers. They'll go 1, or they'll say 10, or they'll say 7. But 1, 2, and 3 could be 1, 2, 3.
4 could be 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but we call them by name. It just sounds better.
Right.
You know, they're like, yeah, they're like, car wash, what the hell's that? Over the top. You know what I'm saying? So right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Car
You know,
wash
so
is my favorite one.
so that. But I love car wash
It's
because
like a second
people
one.
don't expect that. It's like it's a feint back. 1, 2, feint back, boom. And they don't expect that. Or if we say engage. Engage means like you just come in.
So wait a minute, you're saying that, wait a minute, hold this. So you're saying you're slipping, and instead of slipping and coming through with your lead hand, you're slipping and
Yes.
hitting with the other.
Car wash
Yeah,
is watching
car
the
wash.
punch come at you,
Right.
leaning back from it, and come right back at it.
Yep. Now, if we say quick step, people don't know what a quick step is, but we go like this: quick step, 1, 2, step over, right hand hook. You know what I'm saying? If we say finish him, that means like now finish him. He's in the
Put it
corner.
on, whatever you
Put it
say
on
take.
him. 1, 2, hook to the body, bang, 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 bang. Then look at it. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
careful, man, 'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, the other people are going to see this, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you know what? But you know what?
It's
The
a
thing,
car wash.
but you know what? The thing is like this. They can say car wash, but our guy know what it is.
Right.
The other guy don't know what it is.
Right.
He's like car wash. Oh, I remember when he did that. It could have been quick step.
Uh-huh.
It could have been the 1, 2 counter
The thing
punch.
about it is, you're doing so much here that it don't matter who you're in front of.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You do it over and over and over and over. So if somebody can know what you're gonna do, but you master that stuff. So you know when to do your quick step, your car wash, whatever. So we yell it out there because it's something we see. Something that's open. So yell it, they go and they do it. You do it. I don't care who it is. There's certain things that you do, nobody's gonna be able to stop. You know, we all you gotta have a certain move. You gotta have a move. So we tell everybody, pick one thing that you like the most. Train the hell out of that one, master that one, where you can use that on anybody. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of it, you just add on as extra tools. Or you set them up so you can get what you want. Your move right here is, I don't care who it is, man, I got this right here with this. And you do it. So you go over. You go home and sleep that shit over and over and over.
Repetition.
Then you add on another
was always
technique.
the 1, 2
Only
to the
then
body.
is when you should really, your arms already come.
So we had to know at some point I was going to have to get myself involved. I love boxing. I really do.
Bend that knee a little bit.
Now you come up with other moves. See that? Right. So my goal is here, right? You look at my body, I block, and I turn up. I block, turn up. I'm ready for this. Put your knee up, so you know here. So up, like this, body shot, uppercut, right. That's my thing. Body shot, uppercut, right, roll, right. Yep. See? It's out. Now if I can go on this side, block, uppercut. My knee is like this, I go to body here, uppercut, right hold. Yep. That's how it is. So I go to body shot, upper, right, hold, right hook it. 1, 2. Yeah. That's one time. Now I'm going to this side.
Well, what we do every night now, I want
Apparently, we were having a little too much fun because Brent had to pull us back into reality.
Okay.
Because I'm going to get hit.
All right. Now the thing about getting hit and controlling the shots, we have to do the conditioning part of it. You have to do right. So that's where the conditioning is. That means you have to do your abs. We do crunches. We do medicine balls. So that's what we have to show them. Now I understand what you're saying.
Like what we used to do back
Because we don't hit. We ain't gonna hit right away. You gotta condition that body.
It's like a warrior training. You go here, you go here,
And what's on?
here, and then you start building up.
And then you just keep going until
You know, you build it up, and then you go
So it's
stronger and
conditioning.
stronger.
All right, so this is the conditioning that you want to do. 'Cause, I mean, there's nothing really that conditions you from getting punched in the head.
Right.
But
Well,
you can condition
for
your
your head,
body so that
Right,
You
but
learn
that's
to
why I'm
move and
saying
learn to roll.
like the rolling and the slipping is avoiding from the getting hit. That's the kind, because nobody wants to get hit. So that my thing is like this. So like at me, I don't like getting hit. So I always use the countering and the slipping and the rolling and the catching. That's the key. But conditioning the body, if it does happen to get in there, you want to be prepared for that. So you want to tighten that up. But the way we do that is with the medicine ball. We do crunches. I'll have to show you over there.
Yeah,
on the average. So as far as conditioning the body to get hit.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to condition
They gonna condition my
Where the
abs.
point is, I want to take a shot so I can get mine.
Thanks.
Something else so they can get there so you can counter off it. So sometimes you want to get hit. I want to get hit, but I'm gonna pick where you hit me.
See, the only reason I'm saying from a boxing perspective, every time we sparred, our job was to avoid from getting hit. So you have to learn how to avoid from getting hit and rolling with the punches, slipping with the punches. I'm not gonna sit there and say, okay, hit me and take the punch. No, that's not.
This is a common reoccurrence. The brothers debating over different tactics used when receiving. Have you noticed that one brother is talking about evading and avoiding, while the other is discussing receiving and just getting hit? Believe it or not, these debates are one of the many secrets to why this fighting family is so successful in and outside of the ring.
Is rolling and slipping with the punches. That means when a punch comes, you gotta roll with it. There's no way of sitting there and saying, take a punch.
Here's the main question.
Because
When
some
you
people
were
don't.
training as a fighter, what were you doing? Were you ever taking body shots in training? Were you conditioning your body? How do you condition your body?
We use the medicine ball. We do the abs. We do our punches to tighten up that body. So when you get hit, to
Yeah,
the
but how do
body,
you, that's what I'm saying. How do you tighten up the body?
But I'm just saying when I do the boxing, I'm not letting nobody hit my.
No, you're not. But how do you condition yourself for it?
Right, 50-some fights I had, I never been stopped, never been dropped, never been knocked out. So my thing is like this, and that's because of the conditioning, doing your abs, doing your punches, and stuff like that, so that when you do hit, but you also got to roll with the punches. And that's the concept people don't understand. Roll with the punches, slip with the punches. When did I start my martial arts? I started my martial arts when I was about maybe 12, 13 years old. My oldest brother, Mark, taught us Taekwondo. Was my father's system. With Shikokai Shotokan, was a Japanese system that my father was the founder of, and we went all the way up to our black belt. Then from there, we wanted to see if it would be effective, and we got into the kickboxing. We trained a little bit with Wally Islam, and then we got into boxing, and then we did the Golden Gloves, and after the Golden Gloves, we wanted to turn pro. Then we turned pro and then got into boxing, and then we've been doing boxing ever since.
I began my martial journey as a kid watching my brother wrestle when I was in elementary. He was in junior high. And I liked it, so I started wrestling. So wrestling is a form of martial arts as well. So I started wrestling from there. I went to high school. I was wrestling in high school. I would take my wrestling team to my father's dojo, and we would learn some judo throws, so we can use for wrestling. From there, it just came from just training, because it's a family thing. You know what I'm saying? So my brother and I started a school out in the house, in the basement. And we started training in the house, and every house we ever went to, we were training in. And we get people to join in with us. They had demolitions going, we go in there, we kick walls down, break walls down for the people, and from there it's like just a way of life. So everything that we do now is from birth, basically. You understand? We went from there to training my brothers. They went to doing what they're doing, boxing, karate, kickboxing, all this other stuff. Boxing, we fell into that. went to a boxing match, watched my brothers fight, and they're coming to the corner by themselves. So we got upset about that. Like, why they're using them, and they're only worried about their main fighters. You know what I'm saying? They're worried about their main fighters. So me and my brother decided we're going to start training them. And that's what happened. So we got into the boxing, started training them. But at the same time, we never forgot where we come from. So I still train the martial arts. I still train the boxing. I still wrestle around a little bit. I still do a little bit of everything. But the main thing is, without it, man, I don't see myself living. You know what I'm saying? It's just a way of life.
How I began in my journey was when I was young. My father was teaching my brothers martial arts, and then we just tagged along. And then as we got older, we wanted to do something different. We got into boxing. Then I started boxing. Then after I started boxing, I met up with Wally Islam, started doing kickboxing. Then after kickboxing, then I went back to pro. Then I went to boxing, turned professional. So that's how I started my journey. Then after the boxing, we decided to open the gym. So when we opened the
the gym. We've been here ever since, teaching because we love to do it.
How many champions have you had in the state since?
How many champions? I'd say about six. Had a handful of champions. They came out of the woodworks that we built from all over the place.
As stated, this family, the Whitleys, have turned out some of the best fighters in Western Massachusetts, not just in boxing, but also in the martial art known as Taekwondo.
Alright, so gentlemen, thank you for having us come through, man. We learned a lot. We learned that boxing is more than just a sport, definitely. I think we might have gotten that point across.
Yeah, for sure.
We also know that the debate is out between the martial art punch or the boxer's jab. So that might be a future episode somewhere down the line. We're going to do that. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Because that boxing punch and the martial arts punch, they all do the same. It's just how you use the technique on it. That's all.
What he just said, right there. Alright, so I'm with my partner in crime, Barakula Shidoshi.
And I'm with my partner here in crime, Israel Lopez Sensei.
And you've been watching the Marshall Mays
Modern Combatives.
Peace.
Next week on Modern Combatives, we travel all the way to Suwanee, Georgia to meet up with Sidagu Dr. Odette Russell, creator of the Sister Warriors Against Madness martial arts system. This system is derived from her husband's system, Swan Martial Arts Academy. We've come a long way to get a great education. Another must-see episode, so we'll see you next week.